There exists an ancient principle, whispered through the ages, hidden in sacred texts, encoded in the architecture of lost civilizations, and woven into the very fabric of nature itself. 6 words contain a knowledge so profound that genuine understanding could transform your life and your perception of the universe forever. As above, so below. But what does this truly mean? Is it merely poetic metaphor? Or does it conceal a hidden code about the fundamental structure of existence itself? This hermetic principle, extracted from the emerald tablet of Hermes Trismegistus, has guided philosophers, alchemists, and mystics for centuries. Some claim it contains the key to deciphering the cosmos's deepest mysteries, while others recognize it as a map revealing the profound connection between the universe and human consciousness. Imagine for a moment that the vast universe and every atom within you are deeply interlaced, like reflections of the same reality. What occurs in the heavens manifests on earth. What happens in your mind and spirit projects into the outer world. This is the law of correspondence. The implications are staggering. You are not separate from the universe, but rather a microcosm containing its complete structure. The same forces governing galaxies also govern your cells. The same frequencies creating stars also create your thoughts. The same energy birthing galaxies circulates through your consciousness. This is not mysticism disconnected from reality. It is a description of how existence fundamentally operates. Throughout history, every major spiritual tradition has recognized this truth in different forms. The Vedic texts speak of Brahman, the cosmic totality, reflecting itself in Atman, the individual self. Buddhist philosophy teaches that internal and external realities are inseparable. Platonic philosophy describes the realm of ideas above manifesting as physical forms below. The Kabbalistic tree of life maps the journey from divine realms downward through multiple levels of existence into material reality. What these traditions reveal is revolutionary. If the laws governing the universe also govern you, then by understanding yourself, you understand the cosmos. And more importantly, by transforming yourself, you transform your experience of reality. This is not theory to be intellectually debated, but living truth to be experientially discovered. What you emit internally becomes the reality you experience externally. Your vibration, your consciousness, your inner state is not private and internal. It is constantly broadcasting, constantly reflected back to you through every circumstance, relationship, and opportunity that appears in your life. This section begins revealing how. Our journey begins with Hermes Trismegistus, the legendary Egyptian Greek sage to whom Hermeticism is attributed. In his enigmatic emerald tablet, we discover this powerful statement. What is below is like what is above, and what is above is like what is below, to accomplish the miracles of the one thing. This principle reveals an unbreakable connection between macro and micro, between cosmos and human, between mind and matter. The same laws governing the universe also govern our internal reality. In the Vedic tradition of India, the universe is understood as a reflection of consciousness itself. The Upanishads speak of the interconnection between Brahman, cosmic totality, and Atman, the inner self. The famous declaration, Tat Tvam Asi, means literally, "Thou art that," indicating that the universe and the human being are fundamentally one. This is not poetic language, but direct description of reality's nature. The Greek philosopher Plato explored this principle in his celebrated allegory of the cave. He explains that what we perceive through our senses is merely a shadow, a reflection of a higher reality. What exists above, in the realm of pure ideas, shapes what manifests below in the physical world. Our perception is always filtered through internal templates and patterns. We do not see reality as it is, but as we are constructed to perceive it. When we observe nature itself, this principle becomes undeniable evidence. From atomic structure to expanding galaxies, from tree branches to neural networks in our brains, everything follows identical sacred patterns. The golden spiral, the golden ratio, and fractals demonstrate that the universe replicates itself at every scale. The same geometric principles appear in seashells and in spiral galaxies billions of light-years distant. The same proportions govern flower petals and planetary orbits. This is not coincidence. This is the fundamental language through which creation expresses itself. If the laws governing the universe also govern our existence, the essential question becomes urgently practical. How can we apply this principle in our lives to transform our reality? Understanding this correspondence is not merely intellectual exercise. It is the foundation for conscious co-creation with the universe itself. When you recognize that external circumstances reflect internal states, you gain unprecedented power to reshape your life by reshaping your consciousness. Now that we understand as above, so below is far more than poetic phrase, a crucial question emerges. How does this manifest in our actual reality? Imagine the universe as a mirror, constantly reflecting what transpires within you. Your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, exerts direct impact on what you experience externally. This is not metaphorical language. It is universal truth that ancient sages comprehended profoundly. The Kybalion, an essential hermetic text, establishes that the all is mind. Physical reality is a projection of universal mind. What you think and feel translates into vibrations that shape your environment. If you live immersed in fear, you attract circumstances reinforcing that fear. If you focus on gratitude, you perceive more reasons to be grateful. If you believe in your creative power, life grants opportunities proving it. This principle appears in Buddhism, which teaches that, with our thoughts, we create the world. Modern neuroscience confirms that perception shapes experience. Neurons reinforce mental patterns, creating circuitry that can be empowering or limiting. We are imprisoned or liberated by neural pathways we habituate through repeated thought. Just as planetary movements influence Earth, internal states influence daily life. Alchemists called this the law of correspondence because the small reflects the large and vice versa. Astrology demonstrates this. Planets reflect internal cycles of transformation, not determining destiny, but symbolizing forces operating within us. Traditional Chinese medicine views the human body as miniature universe. Each organ corresponds to specific emotions. Each energy flow reflects greater order. When harmony exists internally, health manifests externally. When you comprehend that what you emit reflects back into your life, you acquire immense power. You are not victim of circumstances, but co-creator of your destiny. If you constantly surround yourself with thoughts of scarcity, you live in lack. But if you train your mind to perceive abundance, your reality adjusts to that vibration. Not through magic, but through correspondence operating precisely as it must. Consider this. A river flows because gravity aligns it. A tree grows because light and nutrients align it. Your life transforms when you align thoughts and actions with universal principles. This principle explains how the world operates and simultaneously provides the key to taking control of your existence. The power lies not in external manipulation, but in internal alignment with universal law itself. We have explored how the law of correspondence connects macrocosm with microcosm, thought with matter, and internal vibration with external experience. Now arrives the most essential revelation. How do you utilize this principle for your benefit? The answer is simple yet profoundly powerful. Conscious alignment. If the universe is a reflection of yourself, then to change your reality, you must first change your internal vibration. This requires working on 3 fundamental levels: mind, emotion, and action. Your mind is the language of the universe. Your thoughts are the initial shapers of reality. Each idea you sustain in consciousness is a seed that germinates in the outer world. Ancient sages knew this profoundly. Hermes Trismegistus taught that all creation begins first in mind before manifesting physically. The Buddha declared, "You are what you think. You become what you believe." Practice this daily. Each morning before beginning your day, visualize your ideal life as though it is already occurring. Feel the emotion of inhabiting that state. When you repeat this with consistency, the universe responds because you are vibrating at the frequency of what you desire. Emotions are the energy that molds matter. The universe does not respond to isolated words or thoughts, but to the energy behind them. Your emotions accelerate any manifestation. When you feel fear, your body tenses and you attract situations reinforcing that fear. When you feel gratitude, your vibration elevates and opportunities flow toward you. Tibetan monks use compassion to elevate vibration. Sufi practitioners use devotion to enter elevated consciousness. Practice this. Throughout your day, pause consciously and observe how you feel. If emotions are low, use gratitude to elevate energy. Gratitude vibrates at frequencies nearest to abundance. Third, action manifests vibration into physical reality. Thinking and feeling are fundamental, but without action, as above, so below, remains incomplete. Your vibration must materialize in concrete acts. If you believe in abundance, yet act from fear, the universe reflects contradictions. Coherence between what you think, feel, and do is the key. If you desire opportunities, check as though you already occupy the level you wish to reach. If you want love, become loving with others and yourself. If you seek success, adopt habits of someone already accomplished. Remember, the universe does not respond to what you say you want, but to what you demonstrate you are ready to receive. When mind, emotion, and action align perfectly, transformation becomes inevitable and undeniable. We have explored the power hidden within this hermetic principle and how your thoughts, emotions, and actions affect your reality. But the most pressing question remains: how do you apply this to your life to see tangible transformation? The answer lies in 3 fundamental pillars that ancient mystics used to synchronize themselves with universal law. First, program your day through the initial hour. The first 60 minutes after waking determine your vibration for the following 24 hours. If you awaken with rush and stress, your energy aligns with chaos. If you begin with gratitude and powerful affirmations, your frequency shifts and the universe responds in that vibration. The Egyptians performed morning rituals to synchronize with cosmic energy of the rising sun. Alchemists spoke of the golden hour, when the mind is most receptive to transformation. Dedicate your first 10 minutes to writing 3 things you are grateful for. Repeat a powerful affirmation. Today, I align with the energy of success and abundance. Practice 5 minutes of conscious breathing to program your vibration. When you begin your day with intention, external reality adjusts to your internal frequency. Second, understand the power of the mirror. The universe manifests in people and situations surrounding you. If you constantly experience conflict, observe whether something in your interior needs healing. If you attract opportunities, recognize your vibration aligns with abundance. Buddhists teach that reality reflects our internal perception. Shamans believe what we judge in others is a lesson we have not integrated. Before reacting to any external situation, ask, what is this teaching me about myself? If something troubles you in another person, identify whether you also need to address it within yourself. If you admire someone, recognize those qualities exist within you and must be cultivated. Third, master the ritual of evening to program your subconscious. What you think before sleeping defines your reality because your subconscious works on it while you sleep. If you retire with worry, your mind creates more problems. If you visualize what you desire before sleeping, the universe begins conspiring in your favor. Before sleeping, imagine with perfect clarity that tomorrow will be ideal. Write an intention. Tomorrow everything flows to my favor with ease. Your last thought before sleep becomes your mind's first processing upon awakening. These 3 pillars create a complete system for daily reality programming and conscious alignment with universal law. Everything explored until now leads to an inevitable conclusion. The reality you experience is a reflection of what occurs within you. There is no separation between material and spiritual, between what happens in your mind and what manifests in your life. But here lies the true secret few comprehend. You are the bridge between divine and terrestrial, the architect of your destiny. If you think carefully, everything you experience is a mirror of your energy, your thoughts, and the emotions you feed daily. If your interior is chaos, the outer world reflects that disorder. If within you exists harmony, the situations you attract align with that frequency. This is not magic or coincidence, but universal law governing all existence. Ancient traditions already knew this. From alchemy to the teachings of great mystics, we have been told repeatedly that the key to changing the world lies in changing ourselves. Yet here most people stop, waiting for transformation from outside rather than assuming their own power. The universe does not react to what you desire, but to who you are. If you act from scarcity, you experience lack. If you embody abundance, everything you need flows toward you. Imagine your life as a reflection in a cosmic mirror. Each thought, word, and action is a stroke in the image you see projected in reality. To change what appears in that mirror, you must transform what exists within you. Harmony, prosperity, and happiness do not arrive by chance, but when you synchronize with them from your interior. How do you apply this practically? First, stop seeking answers externally. The key lies not outside, but in how you interpret and react to each experience. Second, cultivate the energy you desire to attract. If you seek love, become love. If you desire peace, sow peace within. Third, act from certainty, not doubt. Live as though you already are the person you wish to become, and the universe responds to that vibration. Buddha taught, what you think, you become. Rumi said, the universe is within you. All you seek, you already are. Alchemists affirmed, who knows themselves, knows the universe. The question is, will you continue waiting for external change, or will you take control of your reality? The key has been within you since the beginning. Your task now is to remember it and live from that truth. The universe is a mirror. What will you reflect from now forward?